Welcome back, brothers and sisters. I am Braden. This is Langley Outdoors Academy, the place where we not only talk about what's going on in the gun world, but also how we're going to fix it together. And the content that we're going to talk about today is one of the rising stars in the gun rights / conservative movement, Representative Victoria Spartz. Now, what she did yesterday to Steve Dettelbach was nail him against the wall with a question and some statements which exactly aligns with what we've talked about, you and I, on this channel. Everything that I'm about to show you is linked into the description box below. I can't wait to hear what you guys think, and of course, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn the notification bell on if you enjoy watching these representatives nail Steve to the wall. And I got to show you a quick giveaway by Vanish, which makes this entire thing possible, and then we're going to hit it. Today, I want to tell you about the biggest giveaway I've ever had on my channel. This is from Vanish Holsters. They are giving one of you this $80,000 custom Rocky Ridge Silverado for free to one lucky American who buys one of their gun magnets or t-shirts through June 3rd. And all you have to do to get a shot at that truck is get one of these bad boys, the storage magnet from Vanish Holsters. You are talking about rare earth magnets that will hold up to 45 pounds across any terrain once it's mounted in your vehicle. It can not only hold the gun itself, also has room for one magazine, and on top of that, it will not scratch at all your firearm. Now, to get entries for this truck, make sure you check this out at the link in the description box below. Vanish is looking to hook you up. This is something where you get a massive discount just for clicking right down there, and you get the entries as well. Thank you so much to them, and check it out. All right, beautiful people. Victoria Spartz. This is one of those rising stars that I need to see a lot more of, because this occurred in the Judiciary Committee yesterday, going against ATF oversight Steve Dettelbach in this committee. Now, we live streamed the entire thing and we're working our way through the representatives. There's a bunch more coming, but this one's a little bit special, and it's a rising star. Check this out. Listen to what she says and tell me in the comments field how many of you feel this exact same way and have this exact same sentiment.
Investigating the incident.
But it seems like it's like you have a roadmap and FBI not to answer questions. Everyone came here and every question we ask, everything under investigation. It's very clever. You guys brilliant not to answer Congress because everything under investigation, and then when investigation ends, statute of limitation and over, no one gets punished and you continue with this. And this has happened all the time. It seems like your agency should do better than that, investigate something over 3 years. It seems like you should get to some conclusion.
So why this is such a big deal is because if you've been watching these hearings and you've ever heard these interactions, they always fillet them to the wall. And the response from the DOJ, the Secretary of Homeland Security, from the FBI, it's always, I can't comment on an ongoing investigation. Happens every single time. And then by the time the investigation concludes, when it comes back to talk about it, when they finally can talk about it, it's no longer pertinent. It's no longer part of what had happened, and the public has kind of lost interest. It's a very clever game. She calls them on it immediately, but make no mistake, that's exactly what they do. And Steve was full of that the entire time. Now, that's the first one. The next thing that she does, and again, this is really important stuff to spread out because it shows you we're not alone, at least in our thinking on this process. Okay, there's a lot of steps from here to the next steps of reclaiming rights, but it starts somewhere. And to see rising stars like this fine-tune a message and hone in on exactly what you and I are feeling, that's something. But let me get you to the second clip. Again, same representative.
Related to these changes under your rule and definition, what is engage in business rule. Do you think criminals that want to do something criminal are going to read your 500 pages of definitions? Are they going to read your 500 pages of definition explanations?
I think that, I don't know who will read it, but
or do you think criminals will be doing that?
I think that it will also encourage, as I said at the beginning, hopefully increase compliance with the law among people who
perhaps... So you understand that criminals are not going to be reading this, okay? But what is it going to do to law-abiding citizens like Brian Malinowski that potentially was just doing, selling these guns, and I don't know the whole circumstances, but he's dead, because he was not probably realizing what you were doing in changes of this rule. So my question is for you is going to be, do you understand how dangerous your definitions have become?
That's the line right there. This should be running everywhere. Do you understand how dangerous your definitions have become? Because understand, with Brian Malinowski, with any other infringement from the ATF, it's always been from a change of rules that Congress passed decades ago. That's what the entire thing has been built upon. So she asked a very, very important question. Do you understand how dangerous your rules have become? Because law-abiding citizens are now being held under the boot, and they don't know all the details you've changed on them. Criminals don't give a rat's butt about them. So who's actually at risk here while you're doing what you're doing and changing rules and definitions? That is incredibly important. That's just the second clip, and she's got one more. But again, hearing these things from our representatives, this is what we need to start this process because it gives you something that you can focus on. All right, let's get to the next one, the last one that she rips out.
Respectfully, our definitions are based upon the
Do you
law that
understand that-
Congress passed, and it is based upon
Your
our observation
interpretations.
and experience in the field.
Interpretation. So let's just go to
No,
your definitions. As a
It's-
normal American,
it's based
so I
upon-
understand your
it's
definition.
implementation.
400 pages.
It's implementing Congress's law.
Okay, how are you going to implement? I want to understand. I am a gun owner, and I'm going to decide occasionally, say, guys, occasionally I can do maybe 100 times, maybe 5 times. You know what? I am not engaged predominantly a profit. You know, that I don't even have time to do a profit. So at which point, as a regular American citizen, so I understand that you are not going to show up, cut off my electricity, show up to my house, and try to storm the house with a bunch of people that you don't even realize what's going on. So I can be in a situation like a lot of other Americans that not even realize that now you're redefining who the dealer is. So I want to get understanding. Summarize me understanding how I can explain to my constituent what it means now and how I am predominantly earn a profit in this. What is really definition of that?
So this is the reason that she's such a rising star, because she's asking questions that are relating back to the everyday constituent. Hey, here's a question. You changed the rules and definitions of Congress writing, and now there's these new things. How do we know what the rules are? Give us specifically what they are. Of course, we all know watching this channel, they can't give us specificity because that's where they lose their power. If they said 5, then you could sell 4 guns. Then a lot of people will be selling 4 guns. If you said 20, they'd sell 19. That's exactly how it would work. But because you have this broad-based, indeterminate definition of who is and who is not a gun dealer, based on new rules of which you change the definition on, how am I going to know if my power is going to be shut off, if I'm going to be raided, or how do I know? How do the constituents know? Well, there's no answer. It's an implementation of congressional bull. You changed everything on people. You have not made it clear what the gray line, the black lines are. The entire thing is built in a world of gray, and it's on full display because you can't answer the question. That's why this is so important. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. I've got so many more reps coming, and I can't wait to see you there. See you later.